everyone, today in this video I'm going to walk you through water tank installation for the SwitchBot S10. When you purchase the SwitchBot S10, it comes with two tank options. So we have the water tank right here that we're going to use and connect under our sink with our plumbing, but they also have an external water tank option as well if you don't want to go that route or don't have the right environment for it. I'll be showing you how to install the water tank under our kitchen sink, specifically with the garbage disposal. But really quickly, let's look at all the different options that we have available for installation. Also, if you're interested in the SwitchBot S10 or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. First up, we have our quick start guide right here that lists out all the included plumbing parts and accessories. So take a look at that and feel free to pause the video to study that further. And then we're going to open it up because they walk you through multiple ways to get started and to get everything installed. So water inlet accessories, we have choosing the right location, water drain accessories, and everything's broken out for us in nice key detail to make sure that we have everything we need and to get it installed properly. And then we have our water inlet system connection options here, as well as connecting the drain system. And you'll notice the three different options that we have: sink drain pipes, garbage disposals, and P-trap sink drain pipes. So multiple options to get this installed. We're going to be using the garbage disposal option right here, and we'll be following those instructions all the way across. So again, feel free if you want to pause to look everything over, and I'll show you the top, same thing. Bottom again, try to hold everything there if you want to try to study it. But let's look at some of the parts and components here. So water inlet, two options with our tool for installation. Some grommets, O-rings, everything else. So make sure you keep track of those. Then we have some hose routing hardware, depending on if we have to do like a 90-degree bend or anything. Some filters and strainers in there. Then we have all of our PVC parts and components, so we'll be using this for our installation. But depending on which route you want to go, they're going to have multiple parts and pieces for you to use. And then here's a look at the station itself. It'll auto refill and drain. Show that from all different sides and angles here. And then you'll look at both of the water lines here. Now let's go ahead, let's get this installed. Here's a look at our under the sink situation right here with our garbage disposal. So one of the things we're gonna do is this is where the dishwasher drains into it. We'll loosen this up, pull that off, and we're gonna connect this piece right there and then connect this back on to this end. They do give us the option, if this is too big for whatever reason, you can cut this down. I think for us though, this should be just fine. We'll try it out as is to try to prevent any additional work that we don't have to do. And then we'll be connecting this piece into this piece right here. Looking at the other side, we have our cold water line right there. That's gonna be what we're gonna use. So we'll twist off this line right there, and then we're gonna add this adapter in place, and then we'll attach that right back on. And then on the side of the T, we'll add this guy in right here, and that should be it. We should be all set and ready to go. First things first, we're gonna turn the water off. Next, we're gonna place a towel on the base of the cabinet in case any water drips when we go ahead and disconnect the line from the water shutoff valve. There's a look at the line removed. Now we're gonna install the compression inlet T-valve. Take note that we do have the gasket in there as well. So the gasket end is what's going to be fastened back in place on top of our water shutoff valve. So it'll look just like this once installed. Now we're going to go ahead and reattach our sink faucet water line right at the top. There we go, we have it installed. Now it's time for us to attach the water inlet hose right there. Make sure to install the one included rubber gasket with filter on that water inlet line. To make things easier for us, we're just going to gently press it in place right there. So now we can install the water line. All right, and there's a look at it installed. Everything now for our configuration has been installed for the water inlet. Now for the drain system, the first thing we have to do is remove our dishwasher drain hose. And here's a look with the drain hose removed. Now we're going to install our dishwasher drainage tee. So this end's going to connect onto the garbage disposal. Make sure up here you have this removable white seal in there. Keep that in place. And then if you don't have to cut down anything on this end for your dishwasher, you can just take a screwdriver. I poked a hole through it there, banged on it a couple of times, and got it wide enough. That should be good enough for what we're doing here. So now we got to get this installed on the garbage disposal. Quick correction, you'll want to install the drain line first on the adapter before installing it to the garbage disposal. That way you can twist around the adapter over and over again until it's tight, as opposed to having to physically twist the whole line around and around, creating tangles and tension on the drain line. There we go, we have it installed. Now let's work on connecting our dishwasher hose again. Dishwasher's reconnected, now let's install the drain line. And there we go, you have a look at the drain line tightened and fastened in place. Now the moment of truth, we've turned everything on and we're monitoring it for leaks. So far, so good. Now we're working on tidying everything up. So just to get it up and running, we're gonna leave it here without any permanent modifications or cutting any holes or drilling any holes into the cabinet or anything like that to route the water lines differently. All right, so here's a look at everything all set up and ready to go. Unfortunately for us, our cabinet is just literally a smidge too tall here. I'd love to be able to put that a couple inches further back and keep that snug to the toe kick. But there's a look at the station, all set up and ready to go. So let's try it out. Now we need to activate the water station by holding down the Bluetooth button for a couple of seconds. There we go, we got our flashing light. Now in the app, we're gonna select My Stations in the bottom left-hand corner, go over to Station Settings, mark Water Station Position. So here we go, we're just gonna mark it right about there. Hit the check mark and select Mark, and now it's gonna find its way to the station. There we go, it was marked successfully, so we can select OK in the app, and it's returning back to the auto empty station. Now we're gonna activate vacuum and mopping so we can see the S10 in action with the water station.
Initiating cleaning.
I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but SwitchBot does provide this little piece of plastic right here that you can peel off on both sides and stick below the base. So depending on your floor type, if you have any drips, you can protect your floor and easily wipe and clean it away. This floor is waterproof, so that little drip right there doesn't bother me one bit. So I'm gonna leave this off, but they do provide it for you that you can put right there. When the S10's finished cleaning, it will go back to the water station first to clean itself off, refill, and automatically empty its dirty water tank. So let's see that in action.
Going back to charge now.
And there we go. It finished cleaning and now it's on its way back home. And good news, so far nothing has leaked from the water inlet side as well as from the drain side right here. I went ahead, I put a paper towel down below so we could catch any drips or leaks. And so far, so good.